Kia ora, my name is Hazou. I'm Senior Lecturer in Theatre here at Massey University. I'm really interested in theatre and social justice, and that's why I was drawn to thinking about theatre in prisons.
Well, my name is Derek Gordon, otherwise known as Bring Wonder the Storyteller, because I've been a professional storyteller for many years. I've also done a lot of teaching at Massey from a long time back, and I was wondering about how to get involved somehow in prisons, because I've always thought very deeply about those on the outside or edge of society for various reasons. So I applied first of all for the literacy programs, but they lost me in the system. But eventually I resurfaced and they asked me if I'd like to do something to do with theatre. I said, I'd love to do theatre in prisons. And they said, well, we've got somebody else who's really also wanting to do theatre in prisons, and his name is Hazou. And I said, I know Rand. So we got together straight away and came up with an idea, with a concept.
There is the order in which they say, brave Creon has proclaimed to all the city. You understand? Or do you not yet know what outrage threatens the ones of those we love?
Anyway, I have such a passion for the Greek stuff. I've already been talking to classics people about all sorts of ideas. So Rand had once directed Antigone, and so suggested that, and I just immediately agreed because I just love Antigone. Why a Greek play? But
since they had fallen by a double doom upon a single day, two brothers each killing each other with polluted sword, I now possess the throne and royal power by right of nearest kinship with the dead.
There was, I think, a good rationale in the end. We both said there's an opportunity here to try and hold on to some of that poetic language, and we thought, even though that's going to be a challenge for some of the guys, that they actually might appreciate that. Yeah. Also that it's slightly otherworldly, that it's happening in a different time and space, that it's a world that has lots of different gods and deities, and some of those aspects we thought would some of the guys might be able to connect with as a kind of aspect of what it's like in the Maori world.
Indeed.
And we talked about the tikanga and the importance of tikanga in the Maori tradition, the respect for the dead and all those things. And we thought there's a lot of inroads. It might be a bit easier for them to connect rather than something like Shakespeare.
What? Buried it? What man has so defined thee?
How could I tell? There was no mark of the pickaxe, no sign of digging. The earth was hard and dry and undisturbed. No wagon had been there. He who had done it left no trace at all.
As we went along, there were a lot of resonances, and they've experienced primal, intense life, and they know what it's like to go into that dark cave, to be immured in a cave. They know what it's like to be doubted and to be told this is the law of the land. Now, so those primal resonances that they had within their own lives, I believe, enormously contributed to their perception and understanding, because you'd never had to say, come on, identify with this a bit more. Can you imagine what you might feel if you were... They've been there.
And if you think it folly, then perhaps I am accused of folly by the fool.
The word that caused real stumblings was impious. It's such an unusual word, and so we just say unholy, you know. But impious, impious, they couldn't get it. And there were a few words like that, odd little words. But most of the time, they really dug the text. They really got into the meaning.
He can sail on the stormy sea. Though the tempest rage and the loud waves roar around the bricks,
the only crime is pride over the all men make mistakes, but the wise man mends when he sees his way is wrong, the course is wrong. he mends his ways.
Full of desires, against all that comes to him is man. Can't stand for long, he is left with lonely beds. Can't stand for long, he is left with lonely beds.
We looked at Pink Floyd on the turning away from the pain and the sorrow. Don't accept that what is happening is just another one suffering, you know, all that. But in the end, it is a composer already. So
he just took words, those key words of sections of the chorus where it identifies it as being singing or something, and just adapted them, made them into little compositions, which was wonderful, wasn't it?
It is this love that stirred up this quarrel with father and son. I cannot hold back my tears which rise to the blood, but so much pain in my heart, pain in my heart.
Our approach to it was going to be, as much as possible, to emphasise that the puppets need to be treated with respect, and because of the nature of the puppets being bunraku puppets, style puppets, where we had originally thought they might take 2 or 3 people to work them, that actually we would in the end get a sense of 2 or 3 people trying to handle this puppet with a lot of care and respect, and that would be part of the performance.
2 people working the puppet, you know, one guy holding him, doing arm manipulation, somebody else doing arm and helping maybe with some, but 2 people per puppet.
Well, justice will not suffer that. For you refused. I gave you no part in it.
The idea was that it was going to be very much about developing that kind of, you know, teamwork between 2 people, 2 or 3 people working together.
And a physical relationship, really, almost, well, an attitude of caring towards these women, these 2 sisters who had been through so much. And I still think that came through. I still believe that came through.
I by your side in honouring the dead. Be comforted, you live. But I have given my life already in service.
It expands also the dimension of the character in some peculiar, mysterious way. And my daughter said, well, you know, part of the time I had my face on him speaking, because that was great to watch. And then I went back to the puppet, and then you merge them. So it's a very interesting process.
You, citizens of Thebes, I overheard while at the gates, there fell upon my ears a voice that spoke of death. My terror took away my strength, and I fell into my servant's arms and fainted away.
People used to say to me as a storyteller, oh, what's the moral of that story? Or does every story have a moral? My reply was, look, all art teaches us something. But we're not going to say, hey, the moral is this. It's an individual process. You absorb it and you dream about it and you think, and aha. But we're not going to say, this is what we're going to achieve with an outcome.
Both are dead. But not in this world, but in the world below, Haman wins his bride.
It's climbing inside somebody else's skin and looking out at the world through their eyes. And that's what they were doing. After the 3rd and 4th take, as it were, of that scene, you could see, so this is how she feels, you know, right, you know, and that sensitivity and strength at the same time coming through there, very powerful.
Waiting for pain to give you wisdom. Don't wait for age to make you wise. Don't wait for pain to give you wisdom. Don't wait for age to make you wise. Don't wait for age to make you wise. Don't wait for age to make you wise.
What divination has revealed to me, that I will tell you. To my ancient seat of augury I went, where all the birds foregather. There I sat, and heard a clamour strange and unnatural. Birds screaming in rage. I was frightened. I made a blazing fire upon the altar and offered sacrifice. It would not burn. Sickness has come upon us, and the cause is you. Our altars and our sacred hearths are all polluted by the dogs and birds that have been gorging on the fallen body of Polynices. Therefore, heaven will not accept from us our prayers. No fire will burn our offerings, nor will birds give out clear sounds, for they are glutted with the blood of men. Be warned, my son. All men make mistakes, but a good man yields when he knows his way is wrong, and repairs the evil. The only crime is pride.